Hello, I'm Alan Nosley, a lawyer with Rainey Collins Lawyers and also a member of Anzella. Today in this short clip I'm going to talk to you about how to handle sexual harassment complaints in the workplace. If you do get a complaint, you must investigate that properly, and the first thing to look at is to check out any processes set out in the collective agreement or individual employment agreement and any of your policies. You've got to advise the alleged harasser of the allegation, and at that time you should provide any supporting material or CCTV material, witness statements and emails, etc., so that they have a chance to consider that and to respond. You should also consider whether suspension is appropriate. Do you need to suspend them from the workplace? If you think you do, then you should invite feedback on suspension and remind them that they can bring a support person to that meeting. Once you've dealt with suspension, then you should move on to investigating the actual allegations. And once again, advise them that they can have a support person, which could be a friend or an employment advocate, a lawyer, union representative, etc. You should also advise them of the possible outcomes. At the meeting, you should get their responses to the allegations and then finish the meeting and then consider their responses. At that point, you should make any further inquiries that you think you might need to. And if that includes interviewing more people or finding more documentation, you should give copies of that to the alleged harasser and invite them to comment on those again. It's important to remember that sexual harassment must be of a sexual nature. It must be unwelcome or offensive, and it must have a detrimental effect on their job performance or job satisfaction. Once you've investigated, and if you decide that the harassment has taken place, you need to then consider what action is necessary to prevent repetition. Is a warning enough, or is something like dismissal necessary? Is it serious misconduct or just misconduct for lesser matters? Once you've decided on the seriousness, you need to advise the alleged harasser of your findings and then tell them what a possible outcome is going to be and then invite feedback on that possible outcome. Once again, have a meeting with a support person and discuss your findings once you've got that feedback from them on the outcome. So don't give them the outcome at the meeting. Once again, finish the meeting, consider what their feedback was, then reach your conclusion and notify them. And give them a copy in writing and put a copy on their file. So once again, Anzella deals with matters such as this regularly, and we're having a series of Ed Talks where we'll be discussing a whole range of topics. So please join us for an Ed Talk.